hey, hey, it's another coffee time. Hey. Oh, you're all cheering. I can hear you cheering. Nah, we want unboxings and Pink Floyd videos. You ain't getting them. Getting this instead. Oh, what's on the news today? Let's go to the Daily Mail website. Apparently there's a Europe holiday war. Mainly because there's a, I don't think anyone's noticed there's a pandemic going on. But they're all going on. Everyone's got different lists, and none of the lists tally up. France is hit with an amber plus again because they got their figures from God knows where. It's just really bizarre. And meanwhile, Spain could be put on a tougher list, and Italy is refusing Brits there if they've not had the jabs. So this is why, again, if you're thinking of booking a holiday, just don't. Just stay at home. Save the money. You don't have to go on holiday. Remember, save the environment as well. I do find it peculiar that, everyone's still obsessed about holidays. It's not important. None of it's important. But yeah, they reckon that there's been a backlash against the pingdemic. You remember the pingdemic? No, it's because of the track and trace, test and trace, track and trace, trace and track not working properly, being too sensitive. Well, now they reckon that people are not actually registering their positive results. I reckon could up to a quarter of infected people are just not bothering. That's to be expected. If the system and the infrastructure isn't fit for purpose, then people are going to go, well, I can't risk losing work or upsetting my life because of a virus that won't kill me. For the majority of people, it's very. Remember, roll the dice. I'm not a denier. You've got to be careful what you say because people think you're on the other side of the debate. I'm not with David Icke. Oh no. So yeah, this is what happens when they create these systems and the systems don't work. People are going to go, well, because it's people's livelihoods that we're talking about at the end of the day. So yeah, that's a bit of a problem. Good news for pedestrians. There's going to be an overhaul of the highway code. About bloody time. And again, I always thought this was maybe it's been a long time since I read the highway code. When the missus learned to drive, I learned it and helped her with her driving test. But yeah, they're going to update it so that cars should give right of way to pedestrians if we're crossing the road. Now that just comes as a common courtesy. Also, cyclists must be separated from pedestrians is another rule. And cyclists will be treated as vehicles and not pedestrians, which is pretty cool. But the cyclists being separated from pedestrians, that's a problem because one of my walking routes is on a cycle path. But there isn't I guess it was once a pedestrian path, but they put a cycle lane on it. Again, I can't remember the history of it because it's been there for as long as I can remember. So does that mean I won't be able to walk on the cycle path anymore with the dog? I need to know. But again, anything that protects us poor pedestrians is what you need. And this is neighbours news. Everyone needs a good neighbour. This goes to show that it doesn't matter where you live. There's always some arsehole who's gonna fuck with you. This is in Hackney way. Trendy Hackney. I remember when Hackney was a bumhole. Nobody wanted to live there, but now all the trendy people want to live there. And this is the story of Misha Manson-Smith, who's a TV director, and he's BAFTA nominated. And he lived in a 1.2 million Victorian flat in Dalston. But he had to quit it. He had to quit because his neighbour, music producer Mark Arthur Worry, who's produced songs for the likes of Annie Lennox and Aswad, was one of those nightmare neighbours. Channel 5, they do the Nightmare Neighbours from Hell. Love that show. Well, this guy basically harassed him. Now you'd think two creative types they'd get along, maybe, they might be able to work together, but no. Mark Arthurworry poured water through the ceiling, so it fused his light switches and electrics, and continually fly tipped in the front garden, and of course played extremely loud music. Well, in court yesterday, he was found guilty of this harassment and Mr. Manson Smith was awarded £273,000 in damages. And Mr. Arthurworry will also pay £32,000 in lawyer's bill. So it's been an expensive, being an arsehole can be expensive, but it just goes to show, no matter where you live, there's usually some prat who wants to, get in your face. What is wrong with these people? Why can't we just all get along? Why can't we just get along, Anyway, I'm lesbian now. How so, Darren? Well, it turns out there's been a review by economist Nick Dridakis of the Anglia Ruskin University, and he's discovered that lesbians earn 7% more than straight women, but gay and bisexual men earn 100% less than their heterosexual counterparts. So everyone's going to go lesbian now because you get more money. Put that on your job applications, and you're guaranteed to get a pay rise. I don't know. Is that true? I don't know. But hey, statistics. You can prove anything with statistics. No? Okay. Let's see. There must be some other good stories that are on here. I did look before I came on, but I forgot what I forgot what I'm doing. What am I doing? This is a story. This is a fellow called Zico Reed, and he was caught with a loaded gun, balaclava, and gloves. But he does own his own record label. He had a Walter handgun. What is it? A Walter PPK? Isn't that James Bond type thing? And the police got him. And what was his defence? He was going to be shooting a music video. There you go. That's a good one. I heard of that. I like that. You got me. Shooting a music, literally shooting. Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see how his trial turns out. Will they fall for the story, or will they get him? And we have some animal news. This is in Florida. Everybody loves Florida Man. No, it's not about Florida Man, but these are a non-native species that's taken root. They called it Sicilians, not Sicilians, Sicilians, and they're an eyeless and legless amphibian, but they have the pet name of the penis snake, because I suppose it does look like one of those. God, if mine looked like that, I'd be worried, to be honest. I'm looking at the pictures here. But yeah, the non-native species has taken over. It's invaded South Florida. They reckon people had kept them as pets. Get a budgie. Why would you want one of that? You can't pet it. I suppose you could pet it, but you wouldn't want to. And yeah, they're taking over. But they reckon that they're no harm to the local species, but yeah, they say that. So we go from penis snakes to this story. Well, I love these. These are my favourite stories. This is about a man in China. He went to Hinghua Hospital in Why do I choose these stories? I can't even pronounce the Hinghua in Jiangsu province, with terrible stomach pains. Very, 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 very bad stomach pains. And when they examined him, I found that he'd stuffed an eel up his bottom to cure his constipation. And of course, the eel, thinking, I'm in a really nice, warm, moist, dark place here, went for a swim. And it chewed its way through his gut. Yeah. Apparently it's a folk remedy, sticking an eel up your bum. I bet they all say that. It's like those guys who fall on hoovers and things, you know. But yeah, he initially avoided medical attention because he was shy. Oh God. Cure for constipation, simple. Go for a walk. Eat fruit. You know, exercise. Keep hydrated. But don't put the eels up your bottom. There you go. What is it with men with sticking things up their bottom? I do not know. But anyway, let's see if there's anyone in the chat room. No, there isn't. There's Naz. He says, hey, hey, hey. Brendan talks about the new Genesis compilation. Yeah, on vinyl. It's only 64 quid. Well worth the money. Vince says, good morning. Hi, Vince. Cliff says, morning. Loving coffee time. No notifications, but hey ho. Well, that's why nobody watches it. But I'm going to keep doing it until it catches on. I don't care. Because it's literally me drinking coffee, finding silly stories on the news. And I find it amuses me. And that's the thing, isn't it? You've got to amuse yourself. But yeah, shame about the notifications. I notice I get them like an hour after it's aired on my email, because I set them, you know, just so I know that they're working, and they don't. And that's YouTube. YouTube is an absolute, you know, dumpster fire of a service. But yeah, do get your new Genesis compilation. What I'll do is I'll pull it, just in case you're not familiar. I'll get it up on the old Amazon, and it's called Last Domino, I believe, because they're going to sell them. They're going to sell them. It's called Last Domino: The Hits. At the the price has gone down to $62.64 on Amazon. But I'll give you the link so you can all go and buy your copy. It's out on September the 17th. If you're following on the twits, I did post it last night on the twits. It's the same old. I don't really know why they're doing it. I might again. It's the budget. I don't know what. Again, September 17th. I don't know what's coming out in September. I think wasn't the Van de Graaff Generator box set. I mean, see, if I buy that, I can't get the Van de Graaff Generator box set. You know, this is it. It's expensive. People say to me, do more unboxings than that, but unfortunately, I'm not e-begging. It's just the way of the world these days. YouTube money isn't what it was, and you know, so I can't really do what I used to do anymore. So yes, don't expect. I know people go, I'll do unboxings, but you know, one person said it in the comments. But you know, it's not something I can do anymore, because YouTube, you know, doesn't play friendly, and it's not like we are rolling in it. If anybody's watching and wants to give me a job, I am available. Though I don't have any references, because one died and the other one's ignoring me. Well, actually, two of them are ignoring me. So yeah. Anyway, but yeah, I'm available. And on that bombshell, I'm out of here, seeing as there's no one wanting to play. Thanks for watching. I don't know. Should I don't know. Maybe I'll do it on a Saturday. If there's any good stories, if I find any good ones, I might be back tomorrow. But on my other channel, there's going to be a guitar review. Yeah, guitar review. So look out for that. And also, I'm going to be looking at some Jism. Energism, the new album by Francis Monkman. It's not a new album, it's an old one, but I got my copy in yesterday, and yeah, I'll be doing a little look at that. And yes, there is a new Steve Hackett video, and I made it 30 seconds in, and I just went, I'm done, I'm out. So yeah, go watch the new Steve Hackett video. It's the song is just appallingly bad, but hey, the fans will love it. You know, I'm just, you know, when it came on, I did actually sing, because it's doing all this heavy riffing, and I was singing that song by that band. You know, the first song that they did by that band that had that album out in 1969. I actually sung the lines from that to it, because it sounds a bit like that. You know, because you know, 50 years in rock and they still haven't got an original idea. Boyd says the new Yes is nothing more than a tribute. Well, well, Mike Rutherford could call Mechanics Genesis. I'd go with that. I'm surprised he didn't get Paul Carrack in Genesis. When Ray Wilson, I was always thought Paul Carrack was going to get it. The Pound Shop Phil Collins, but it never happened. And I think the fans would have been okay with that. And then you could have Mike and the Mechanics open for Genesis. Just shuffle some musicians off, keep a couple on, and get it. That would have worked. But yeah. So yeah, that's that. All right then. Well, I'll see you soon. All right. Okay then. Don't forget to drink it up. It will catch on. It will catch on. Trust me. You'll learn to love it.